Hi, good people. Okay, in the in this section, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Rondang Ronauli Sidabutar. My academic number is 16120083, and I am Group C in English department, especially in HKBP Nomensen University in Pematang Siantar. Okay. I would like to make this video to complete my final task in classroom interaction. So in this video I would like to inform you and retell you about critical journal review. Don't you know do you know what is critical journal review? So in this section I would like to explain it. So I have reviewed one journal. The title of the journal is An Analysis of English Business Letter from the Perspective of Interpersonal Function. The author of this journal is Boksu. Uh, the year 2012, page 75 full 5, number 7. That's the introduction of this journal. So the summary of I after I read this journal, the summary that I took from this journal is the English business letter is an important written text is in business in business communication for international business communication, and it has its own feature of text. Uh, this paper also explore that EBL has an interpersonal function that show the mood, modality, and the negotiating in this paper. So I would like to tell you this is about letter. We know that communication always been highly always been highly. Uh, so communication divided into two types. The first is uh, oral communication, and the second is written communication. So this journal focus on letters. So it focus on the letter, especially in English business letter. Uh, okay, the second is the strength and the weakness. After I read this journal, I think the strength of this journal is this journal. So the percentage of mute modality that always usually uh, used in English business letter. There are so many types of declaratives of moods. There are so many types of or kinds of mood. The first is declarative, the second is imperative, the second is yes or no, and the fourth is interrogative. So this paper also has a percentage or percent of mute modality. So it show how many percent, how about the percentage of mute modality. So this journal show about it. And the second is this journal show the kinds of mute, like I have explained before. And also this journal also has a weakness. based on my perspective, the weakness of this journal didn't put an example about English business letter clearly. And the second, the scope of the scope of problem in this journal are not clear. Uh, and the third is the theory. There was a little theory in this journal. It is based on my perspective. Um, and this next is conclusion and suggestion. The conclusion of this journal is the mood generally mood usually used in English business letter, and the kinds of mood that always usually in business letter is declarative, which shows the service, which shows the information about service, about service and goods, for the receiver. But the modality is inclination and probability, because EBL is convey statement. And also the pronoun that always usually in English business letter, the pronouns using you. That's a conclusion about the journal. um, Okay, here also, I would like to inform you the analyze of EBLT based perspective of interpersonal function. I would like to tell you about the analysis of mute modality and negotiating and interaction between the writer and the receiver. Okay, the first is mood. The kinds of mood that always usually in English business letter is declarative, which show the goods, which show the information, and also service. So the percentage of declarative, highly so highly 96%. So that's why declarative always used in English business letter. The second is modality. The first is probability. The percentage is 27%. The second is usuality. It is 3%. And the third, obligation. The percentage is 17%. And the last inclination. The percentage is 53%. That's about mute and modality. And we go on to the third, interaction and negotiating. It is about the personal pronoun. We know that personal pronoun, it is contains I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Okay, we know about the personal pronoun. So the question, what's personal pronoun that the writer usually use when write a English business letter? So here the analysis I would like to inform you. The personal pronoun you, it is 41%. it is 48 times. And the second is we. And the second personal pronoun we, it is 40, 45. And the third your, it is 25. And the next is us, it is 16 times. Okay, based on explanation before, based on the analysis before, the conclusion is mute modality and interaction and negotiating is an aspect is an important aspect when we are writing an English business letter. So we must know the kinds of mute, modality, and interaction and negotiating. So the result is the mood, modality, and interaction and negotiating. Uh, it is the third or combination that has important roles in English business letter. So based on the percentage before, we know the range between one to another. So my suggestion about this journal is a good journal. So better if all of you read this journal, because it increase our knowledge about letter. We know that there are so many letters. It can be informal letter, uh, formal letter, and recommendation letter, and this journal focus on business letter. So after we read this journal, we will know how to make English business letter. So my conclusion, my suggestion about this journal, better the writer make an specific example of English business letter, so the reader easy to understand. The sentence that usually used in this journal is familiar, so it will easier to understand this journal. So for all of you who watch this video, please read this journal, because this is a recommended journal. Okay, the last is reference. The reference, this book is taken from books 2012. The title of this journal is an analysis of English business letter from best letter from perspective interpersonal function, China, published by Canadian Center of Science and Education. Okay guys, that's all. A critical journal review today. That's all my information after I review this journal. So hopefully I need your suggestion about my performance, also about my pronunciation also. And the last, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe this video. Hopefully you enjoy this video. I'm so sorry if there was a mistake in this video, because nobody's perfect. Okay, thank you for your attention. Thanks for your attention, and good day, good people. Thank you.